you come to the idea to work on and about and around the folk songs
Ah,
by Berio?
that's a great question.
Oh yeah.
Initially, I think we wanted to build a project together, and
Yeah.
we never really found the right combination. And then Nathalie, who's like our harp player,
Our muse.
our muse player, and she wanted to build a project as well.
Yeah.
And she came to the idea of
The folk songs.
Yeah. the
So
folk-
actually, the folk songs are Nathalie's idea.
yes,
Ah.
exactly.
I
And
didn't
then
know that.
she said, "Why not build an ensemble and commission works to you?" She said to me, and then I say, "Well, and then let's ask Oscar to write another piece," and then that's how
Oh,
everything came together.
interesting.
So you didn't know that?
No, I really didn't know. Berio's folk songs are a quite rare case in his oeuvre because
Of course, yeah.
it's very little what his intervention is quite minimal. It's sometimes an accompaniment in
Always
one of
tasteful
two
though,
songs.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's quite an accompaniment.
That's
And
what
that's
I
it.
like actually about.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
What
not
he
at all
wrote.
our way of working with a song.
No.
Mm.
Black, black is the color of my true love's hair. His lips are something rosy fair, the sweetest smile, the kindest hands. I love the grass whereon he stands.
When we started to work together, you were quite fascinated by the blues as a very simple structure.
Exactly.
This 4+4.
The form is simple. The rhythmic cells are very simple to use. The
This
melody
kind of cycle,
exactly
a harmonic cycle,
yeah, exactly
12 bars cycle.
12 or 16, and but in all that music, the measures are very flexible. So that's very inspiring too, because sometimes it could be 13 bars or 14 bars.
Yeah.
So that's, and all the songs I used are actually in that sense very flexible.
Yeah. For instance, the French song,
Oh, the Cajun song.
the Cajun song
That's
is
very simple.
nearly one chord the whole time in the original version.
I think the guy couldn't play more than one chord.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to use, of course.
Mm.
Un jour, je me promène tout le long de mon jardin, tout le long de mon jardin sur le bord d'une île, tout le long de mon jardin sur le bord de l'eau, sur le bord d'un ruisseau.
How did you come to the idea to work on this deep south work songs?
When we spoke about choosing songs together, we also mentioned that the fact that it might be hard to listen to them if there is an accompaniment,
Yeah.
and then you get so much inspired by this accompaniment, it gets more difficult to adapt them. So I tried to choose songs that were a cappella.
A cappella or just with a guitar.
Yeah, so I could easily choose another dress.
So and
for
what
example.
you basically what you did is to take the melody and to build around the the new
Closing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Black Girl, that song. That's really it's really the song basically. I
Yeah.
adapted it a little bit to give some space, but
Yeah.
it's really an arrangement.
Yeah.
The other songs I developed some other accompaniments, and I how do you say, inserted the song in
Yeah.
there. So
Hmm.
like a patchwork or collage.
Yeah.
My boy, my boy, don't you lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night?
How about you? Why did you choose to work on the music from Switzerland?
Well, I actually very simply I thought because the project was meant to be done in Switzerland, and because the idea was to work on folk music, I thought the most characteristic music from Switzerland was the one coming from the Grison, from the Graubünden, and to work with this language which is really vernacular only to Switzerland or little parts of Italy near Switzerland. So I thought that would be the most Swiss thing you can find, musically speaking. I don't know if you agree.
Una sera pioveva, ora speri il mare, ed ein Kuben zaiva, lasci passeggiare. Da curciantaiva la una Chanzun, sciva in bottonet un'amabile tu.
What was your biggest challenge writing that piece? If there were one.
Yeah, I think the most difficult thing, but it's always in these cases where you take like a foreign element and you wrap it with your own music, is to stay yourself. I mean to make this music, even if it's not yours in the beginning. I mean, the bass is not yours,
To make it
but to make
sound
it personal
your music,
in
yeah.
a way that you take this music as your own music.
Yes.
So it's like kind of appropriation. This is the word, but it's still you do the things. You take this music. The I don't know how to say, but you make this music to be yours.
Yeah,
to,
totally.
to become yourself. This is the most difficult. It's not to lose your personality or your way of expression just because you use something which is already existing.
Quel givola fil, quel sciogli ramman, quel sciogli ramman, e quel givola remoso per la ramma, 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 e quel givola